Ginger the Tooth Fairy is a 2D platformer that advertises itself as a game specifically intended for kids and novice players. This might technically be accurate for the platforming aspects, but the puzzles and finding all the collectibles is confusing and requires a much higher skill set than I think they intended. It also claims to be an educational journey, which honestly is kind of funny because this is a stretch. You do get some informational blurbs on the pause menu, but that's it in regards of being educational. Story is really simple and is told in the opening text scene.
Eek! It's great that you're back. My evil brother and his boss Cavity stole your power teeth while you were away to prevent you from using your magic doors. You have to hurry and get them back, otherwise you won't be a tooth fairy anymore.
That's it story-wise. Then you are cut loose to figure everything out on your own after this. The game consists of 6 large worlds that track only your teeth collectibles. There's other items that are shown on screen that are not tracked, so it's possible to have the intro screen to an area tell you there's nothing else, but in actuality there is, and this obviously causes some confusion. I had this happen to me because I needed another one of these fillings or whatever these things are, and it was on a level that already said it was completed. You'll never acquire any new abilities, and you simply move and jump. You could bounce off enemies, but there's no double jump or crouch or anything like that. You will be able to upgrade your attack power by earning certain amounts of enemy kills, which is never explained, and also every 100 toothpaste tubes you collect will increase your health meter, which is denoted by the toothbrushes in the upper left corner. Ginger controls very fluidly, and the hitboxes on enemies and bosses are accurate to their on-screen representations, so I have no complaints in this regard. Everything feels tight and responsive. The music is a bit of a mixed bag. A few tracks are pretty good, and others are okay. By far the best part of the game is the pixel art, which is really well done. The environments for each level look great. Nothing in the game is explained in terms of the items and pickups, or even how to play. There's no tutorial. You're truly left to figure everything out for yourself, which again is a bit mystifying that this is touted as being a novice platformer. Each of the areas is wide open, allowing you to explore and figure everything out. You'll get a hint at the start of each level for one tooth at a time. There's a hub area that has doors leading to each of the levels. Outside of the first one, you'll need a certain amount of teeth to access it. This is similar to needing a certain amount of stars in Mario 64, for example. You have infinite lives with death respawning you at the beginning of the level. All items you collect on each level is saved after you leave it, whether that's from exiting from the menu, death, or grabbing a tooth that serves as an exit. The only exception to this is the letters that spell dent. You need to collect all 4 of these in one run to receive its reward. Honestly, that's pretty much it. The game is really simple in terms of its platforming and base design. Where it's confusing and a bit frustrating is with its level designs. They feel like mazes with lots of doors and hidden things to find. This makes it easy to feel lost or confused, and since you have to collect everything to beat the game, I honestly did get annoyed a few times while playing. During my playtime, I unfortunately stumbled upon 2 nasty bugs that hindered my progress and even my ability to finish the game, since it requires you to collect every tooth in the game. The first bug resulted in a soft lock when using a door on level 4. The second bug made it so one of the teeth on level 4 was unobtainable under certain conditions without restarting all over from the beginning in order to acquire it. Now, since I'm so active in the testing scene for indie games, prior to creating this review, I did the nicest thing you can do in this situation and report these to the developer along with my footage showing the bugs occurring. They let me know that they were able to debug and fix the issues, and a patch would be coming. So while at the time of recording, and for everyone playing this close to its launch date, these things are present, they will hopefully be fixed very soon. My interaction with them was pleasant, and I was happy to see they were willing to fix these issues so promptly, so hopefully anybody playing this in the future won't have to deal with my frustrations that were caused by this. Ginger the Tooth Fairy is a decent game if you don't mind wandering around and figuring out little puzzles and finding secrets. Having to collect everything to beat the game, though, is an odd choice since it forces you to complete it if you want to see its finale. I feel like the store pages inaccurately represent what this experience is, as there's a lot of instances where a young kid is not going to figure out how to collect something. Like this instance here, on the first level, you walk across these wood boxes and have to remember their pattern to input later. If your child figured that out, they're going places in life. This is just one example too. There's definitely others. It's a bit baffling they decided to go this route, but I digress. There are better platformers out there, more worth your time, but this one isn't terrible. It's just very middle of the road. If you prefer linear games, then this will absolutely not be for you. But if the idea of wandering around, looking for collectibles in a pixel world sounds like a good use of your time, then by all means, grab this one. There are for sure much worse games out there. I appreciate you watching this review. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. But until next time, have a good one.